All right, YouTube 106 Falconer. Today we're going to do a versus video. Got this Fitbit Flex 2. Little thing, supposed to be waterproof. Just got that yesterday. I got one for my wife and one for my mother. So I'm trying out my wife's. But I'm going to get her a new wristband. I took the large wristband, put that on there, cut the small wristband, super glued it together so it'll fit around my ankle, because I think that'll give me a better, more accurate step count. Have this Fitbit Alta right here. This is not waterproof, but it does have your on-screen stuff. And then I have the free Pacer app. This is my $99 phone with this free Pacer app, which is pretty freaking awesome. I think it has a lot more features than the Fitbit app, and you don't have the hassle of trying to sync the crap. I mean, that's the biggest problem with these Fitbits. Either one of them, the Alta or the Flex, they sync like whenever they feel like it. So if you're trying to find your data, which on the Alta you can because it has the screen showing it, but like I say, it's not waterproof. This isn't waterproof. But also with the Pacer app, you can do a GPS walk, which is what I do, and that uses Google Maps and the Google GPS stuff. But you'll see that the step count, there's a big difference between this and the Fitbit. So I'm going to try it again today. I have them all set at a 24-inch stride, walking stride, because I have to wear my knee braces, use my cane and stuff when I take walks. It's going to be about 4 3/4 miles that I'm going to walk here. And when I get ready, I'll just hit the GPS start here, and then it logs it. The other nice thing about this Pacer app is that if you want to do use the GPS, I mean, you may have walked 5,000 steps in a day, and then you want to do a GPS walk, it'll show you exactly how many steps you took during your GPS. It doesn't combine the data until you exit the GPS. Then it'll combine the data right here. Where with the Fitbit, you gotta write down however many steps you've already taken, and then take your walk and then subtract it to try to find how many steps that walk actually took. So let me see if I can get this Flex 2 to sync up. Let's see here. Now I got the Fitbit to monitor my sleeping, so let's see here. Synced today a moment ago. Alright, so according to this, I've done 1,109 steps today. So I'm going to have to write that down. Let's look at the Alta. Let's see what that says I've done. 1,121 steps. Alright, so I'll write that down, and then once I get ready to get going, I'll update the video as I'm along my way here. So we'll see you once I start my walk. Okay, so I'm just completing the railroad track portion of my walk. So let's see. Now here's another nice thing I like about Pacer, is that every 5 minutes, the Google chick comes on and tells you, you know, how long you've been walking and how far you've been walking. All right. Now this one here, I had to stop at my mom's house for about 30 minutes to set up her Fitbit Flex 2. So it's taking me a little longer today. Plus I went without my cane. It's freaking awesome, but painful as hell. And the other thing, now I didn't pause this when I was at her house, but you can pause it.
Activity paused.
And say you're gonna, whatever, take a rest or whatever. And then you just start it back up again.
Activity resumed.
So let's see if my Fitbit Flex 2 will link up and show how far we've gone. Oh, see, there you go. That's the pain in the ass about the Fitbits. They decide to link up whenever the hell they decide to. So that one's not doing it. So let's go back to Pacer. Pacer has a lot more features too, I think, than Fitbit.
Time 75 minutes 0 seconds. Distance 2.22 miles.
See, there you go. That's pretty awesome. It helps you keep a pace up. Let's see what Alta says. Come on, you prick. Okay, Alta says they've hit 6,000. Well, anyways, all right, we'll be back. I still got about 2 3/4 miles to go. Next stop is going to be a creek, so I can walk in the water. All right, here come the Amish. See ya. All right, YouTube. So Alta just alerted me that I've done my 10,000 steps today. And I'm just a little over 4 miles. Let's see what Pacer says. According to Pacer, I've walked 8,725 steps, which, damn, that's pretty good. 4.17 miles. Because when I left, Alta said I had done 1159, so 1,200. So if we take 1,200 away from 10,000, we'd be down to 8,800. So, they're matching up, not bad. So, all right, let me get down to the creek to douse Flex 2. Okay, down to the creek, whatever. We had some rain overnight, so it's kind of high, but we'll get Mr. Fitbit Flex 2 in the water here. There we go. Hey. I'm gonna hang out here a couple minutes, and then next stop will be base station Famlandia. We'll see how things match up. Okay, YouTube, back at base camp Famlandia. Now let's get down to the fun part. I'm trying to figure out which one of these things actually tells you the truth. So we got to do some maths. Hate maths, but it is fascinating. We'll start out with the Pacer app. So far today I've done 11,385 steps, 5.4 miles. But if we look at the actual GPS tagged walk today, it was 5.34 miles, 11,167 steps. So let's figure out our stride length with that. So we got 5, excuse me for my 5.34 miles, 11167 steps. Okay, so we break out the oops, wrong one. Break out the trusty calculator here. So we're gonna do 5.34 times 5280. That's how many feet are in a mile. Equals 28,195.2 feet. That's my total GPS traveling time today, or traveling distance. All right, so if we take that and divide it by 11,167 divided by 11,167, that equals 2.52486, blah blah blah. So basically I was having a 29-inch stride today. 224 plus 5, 29. 29-inch stride today, which is freaking awesome. Now, to determine your stride, an average is well, let me write that down first here. Basically 29-inch stride. All right, so to determine an average for a stride, you take your height. I'm 5'10", so it's 70 inches times 0.4 equals 28 inch. That's the average stride for somebody my height. So 29 is not bad. Now, like I said, I have all these set to 24 inch because my strides vary. It depends on how my knees are, my back is, this and that. I'll show you here. Okay, so today was 5.34 miles, 11,167 steps. Now, yesterday I did 4.68 miles. That was 9,912 steps. The day before, 4.68. Day before I did 4.66 miles, and I had 10,484 steps because my back was really hurting here. All right, my back, knees, everything. Yesterday I was feeling a little better. Today I'm feeling better, much better. So this thing, I don't know how they do it, but Google tracks you, and it tracks your stride length. It's not timed because today I was out 2 hours and 20 minutes, but 30 minutes of that was at my mother's house setting her Fitbit up. So it's not a time thing. I don't know how they do it, and I keep my phone in my back pocket. All right, I don't keep it in my hand you know, this, I can't stand having it in my hand, so I keep it in my back pocket. But you know, you could take that your height times 0.4 and set your strides up like that, or you could get this Pacer app, do GPS walks for a few days. Now here's another one, 4.38 miles, 10,076 steps. So it just depends on your stride. I don't know how Google gets your stride right, but they do. So you could take your numbers, average it out, and then plug that into your Fitbit. Okay, so we got that out of the way. And the other thing about this Pacer app is that not only will it call out every 5 minutes, you can set it different. I'll show you here. Let's see here. Data settings. You go to GPS settings. You can change your feedback frequency. You can do time, distance, pace, steps, and approximate calories burnt. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. It's got a lot of stuff on there that the Fitbit just doesn't seem to have. And it also adjusts. I hate Google, but damn, their GPS tracking is awesome. So, yes, I said I hate Google. So, would you stop it?
I don't understand.
That's because I wasn't talking to you, dummy. So anyways, like I say, that was a GPS for today, 5.34. So now I was able to get the a Flex 2 to sync, and if you double tap it, you can see all the lights come on. So that's telling me I've completed at least my 10,000 steps for the day. So let's look at that. According to that, throughout the day, I had 12,746 steps. So 12,746. It's saying I had 4.82 miles. All right, which I know that's wrong because Google, I mean, you can say what you want, but their freaking accuracy is spot on. So, this pairing thing sucks. That's the other thing about Fitbit. I mean, this Bluetooth pairing is terrible. So anyways, if I was to do the 12,700 steps in 4.82 miles, 4.82, like I said, I have this set at 24-inch stride length, 2 feet. So let's get back to the calculator. All right, so we're gonna do 5,280 times 4.82 equals 25,449.6 feet. So if we divide that by the 12,746, that equals 1.99, so 2 feet. So the Fitbit doesn't auto adjust. Whatever you put in there for your stride length is what you're going to get in your results, as you can see. Now, if I take this number, let's see here. If I take, all right, 12,746, and I subtract my beginning numbers for the walk, which was 1,109 equals 11,637, and I let's see, how the hell did I do that? If I times that by, let's see, crap, now I gotta remember how to do this. So all right, so I had 11,637. All right, so if we times that by, oh no, so then if we take, oh shit, let me get back to you. I gotta figure this out. I gotta remember how the hell to do this. Okay, Minga, that was a pain in the ass. All right, so if I take my 11,637, that's the steps after taking out the 1,109. So we got 1,637 times, I went over this math here. It's going to be about 2.425. So basically a 28.25 inch step equals, and then we're going to divide that by 5280 equals 5.34 miles. So I need to adjust the step count on this. Of course, that would be to match my stride. All right. Basically to 28 inches, or in between 28 29 inches. Now, if I take the Alta, which is telling me that I did 12,462 steps, but 4.71 miles, and that's starting from midnight. So now we have to do that number. Well, let me see if I can pull it up on the app here. See if it'll. See if it will. You have to have two different accounts if you're using two different Fitbits. All right, I'm going to log in. All right, so we're logged in. Let's see if we're going to sync up here. The little sync light is blinking. Do 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 do. Oh, come on. And that sleep tracker, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look back. I think the pacer bit is the way to go. Well, what the heck, man? All right, there we go. It's logged my steps for the day since midnight. 12,462. According to that, I did 4.72 miles. All right, which we know that's not true. Let's see how I slept last night. Let's see. Well, where are my numbers being displayed? According to this, I slept 6 hours, 29 minutes. Let's see if it'll show sleep numbers. I mean, it's really kind of disappointing, their technology. Now also with the Pacer app, you can connect it to your Fitbit, but you can't use all the Pacer features. And screw it. All right, so 12,462. All right, so if we started out the day with 1,159 steps. So let's go back to calculator. 12,462 minus 1,159 equals 11,303 steps, and we will times that by all right, times, let's do 2.9 because that's what Google said, or 2.5 equals 28,257. We will divide that by 5,280 equals 5.35. So that walk today, if I had my Fitbits set at a 29-inch pace or stride, they would give me the correct numbers. So you need to know your stride length if you're going to use the Fitbit to get semi-accurate figures. I don't know, it's tough to say, man. It's this here Pacer app, I think this is hands down the winner. You got so much freaking information there, and it seems actually accurate. So anyways, you be the judge. This app is free. They also have a $3.99 paid app. Now, I know a lot of people don't keep their phones with them all the time. I usually always have mine in my back pocket. When I first got the Alta, I had it on my wrist. I went to mow. I mowed my mother's place. Mowed, weed whacked, got the blower out, blew. My Pacer app logged like 1,400 steps throughout the procedure: push mowing, weed whacking, and blowing. And the Alta logged about 300 steps. So I don't know if if you keep it on your wrist when you're pushing a push mower, maybe ankle wear would be better, but I don't know. You be the judge, man. I mean, I think the Pacer app, especially with that GPS function, is tits up. So that's free. This is $99. This is $60. Waterproof. So all right, that's it. See ya.